Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how a simple song can completely change your mood? Maybe you're driving along and an old favorite from your teenage years comes on the radio. You instantly feel younger, lighter, even energized. Or perhaps you're sitting quietly in your living room and a hymn, a jazz tune, or a country ballad brings tears to your eyes because it reminds you of someone you love. Music has that kind of power. It reaches parts of us that words can't. And now, thanks to new technology, doctors and scientists are harnessing music in incredible ways to improve health, especially for seniors. It's called automated music therapy, or AMITY, a system that uses personalized computer guided music programs to help reduce stress, sharpen memory, improve sleep, and even ease chronic pain. Today, I want to introduce you to this remarkable world of automated music therapy. We'll explore how it works, why it's especially valuable for people over 60, and how you can begin using music more intentionally to support your own health. This isn't about gadgets replacing human connection. It's about using technology to bring the healing power of music into your daily life in ways that are practical, personalized, and effective. Imagine having a musical prescription tailored just for you. Songs that lower your blood pressure, rhythms that improve your walking balance, or melodies that calm anxiety before sleep. That's where Amity is taking us. Let's start with how automated music therapy actually works. Traditional music therapy usually involves a therapist guiding you through singing, playing instruments, or listening to selected music. Automated music therapy uses smart software and devices to do something similar, but in a way that's accessible anytime, anywhere. Here's an example. Imagine you're feeling anxious in the evening. A tablet or smart speaker app can analyze your stress level, sometimes through simple questions, sometimes even by monitoring your heart rate, and then play a customized playlist of calming music designed to guide your body back into a relaxed state. Over time, these sessions train your brain to respond more quickly, so you naturally become calmer when you hear certain sounds. Now think about memory. For seniors dealing with mild memory loss, personalized music can be incredibly powerful. Many of my patients light up when they hear songs from their youth. I once had a patient with early dementia who struggled to remember names. But when we played a Frank Sinatra track from the 1950s, she not only started singing along, she recalled stories about dancing at her high school prom. Music bypasses damaged memory pathways and awakens parts of the brain that remain alive and vibrant. Automated systems are being developed that can learn which songs spark those responses and create playlists tailored to each person's history. Another amazing benefit is for movement. Rhythmic music helps with walking and coordination. People with Parkinson's disease, for instance, often find that walking in step with music reduces freezing episodes and improves their balance. Automated music therapy can generate rhythmic patterns that match your natural gait, helping you move with more confidence and safety. And let's not forget chronic pain. Studies show that listening to certain types of music lowers the brain's perception of pain. In hospitals, patients who used automated music therapy programs often reported needing less pain medication. For seniors dealing with arthritis, back pain, or nerve pain, this can be a natural and empowering tool. One of the most exciting things about Amity is accessibility. You don't need to travel to a clinic or pay for expensive sessions. These programs can be built into your smartphone, your computer, even your television. Some devices can adjust music in real time based on your mood. If your heart rate is too high, the tempo slows down. If you're feeling sluggish, it plays something more upbeat. It's like having a music therapist in your living room, available whenever you need them. But the truth is, you don't need to wait for the latest technology to start benefiting. You can create your own version of automated music therapy right now. Make playlists for different needs. One for relaxation, one for walking, one for memory. Use them intentionally, not just as background noise. Listen deeply. Let the music work its way into your body and mind. I often ask my patients, what was your wedding song? What music played when you brought your children home? What's the song that always makes you tap your foot or sing out loud? Those are your healing songs. They carry your story, your memories, your joy. And when technology helps you access them in moments of stress, loneliness, or pain, that's when healing begins. The future of senior health isn't just about medications and surgeries. It's also about harnessing the timeless power of music. Automated music therapy is proof that healing can be as simple, as beautiful, and as personal as pressing play. Let's take a deeper look at how music actually interacts with the brain. When you hear a familiar melody, your brain doesn't just recognize it, it lights up across multiple regions. The auditory cortex processes the sound, but the limbic system processes the emotion, and even the motor areas prepare your body to move. That's why you might feel your foot tapping before you even realize it, or why certain songs can bring tears to your eyes in seconds. Automated music therapy uses this science very intentionally, matching music to what your body and mind need at a given moment. For example, if you're feeling restless at night and can't sleep, AMITY programs might choose slow, steady rhythms that mimic a calm heartbeat, gently lowering your stress hormones. If you're groggy in the morning and struggling to get going, the program can select bright, upbeat tunes to stimulate dopamine and boost energy. It's not just random music, it's carefully chosen, evidence-based sound therapy. I remember one patient of mine, a gentleman in his mid-70s with Parkinson's. Walking had become difficult and he often froze mid-step. But when we introduced him to rhythmic cueing, walking in time with carefully selected beats, his stride improved dramatically. Later, an automated device allowed him to practice daily at home, syncing his steps with the rhythm. He told me with a big smile, "Doctor, I feel like I'm dancing again, not just walking." That's the kind of joy this therapy can bring. Now let's think about loneliness, which affects so many seniors. One of the hidden gifts of automated music therapy is connection. Imagine putting on headphones and being immersed in the same songs you loved as a teenager. You feel a sense of identity, of remembering who you are beyond the medical charts and the years that have passed. And if you share those playlists with your children or grandchildren, suddenly there's a bridge between generations. Music therapy doesn't just heal, it connects. Another patient example comes to mind, an 82-year-old woman in assisted living who was becoming more withdrawn and less talkative. Her family was worried. We tried personalized playlists, starting with gospel hymns she had loved all her life. Within days, she was humming along. Within weeks, she was more talkative, telling stories about church picnics and choir rehearsals. Music awakened parts of her memory and personality that seemed lost. Automated systems that learn which songs spark these responses can keep building new playlists, adapting as her needs change. Now you may be wondering, what about everyday use? How can I or someone I love start benefiting right now, even without fancy devices? Oh, it can be as simple as setting aside intentional music breaks in your day. In the morning, instead of only reading the newspaper with silence or background TV, put on a playlist of your favorite upbeat classics. At night, choose calming instrumental music instead of the news channel, which often raises stress. During exercise, pick rhythmic tunes that encourage steady movement. The key is intention. Use music like medicine, not just entertainment. The beauty of AMITY is that it's not limited by ability. You don't have to play an instrument. You don't even have to sing. Simply listening can bring profound benefits. And for those who can sing or hum along, the impact is even greater. Singing strengthens the lungs, improves oxygen flow, and lifts mood. Some automated programs even encourage vocal participation, showing lyrics on screens so seniors can sing along like karaoke, combining fun with therapy. Looking forward, the future of automated music therapy is even more exciting. Imagine wearable devices that monitor stress in real time and automatically play soothing music when your heart rate spikes. Or smart homes that sense when you're restless at night and adjust not only the lighting but also the music to help you drift back to sleep. These aren't science fiction. They're being developed right now, and seniors will benefit the most. But until then, the most important thing is this. Don't underestimate the music already in your life. That record collection in your attic, those CDs gathering dust, even a YouTube playlist of your favorite hits from the 60s or 70s, those are powerful tools waiting to be used. Every song holds a piece of your story, and bringing those songs back into your daily routine can bring strength, calm, and joy into your present. Let's imagine how AMITY could fit into a daily routine for a senior. In the morning, you wake up feeling a little stiff and sluggish. Instead of sitting in silence or switching on the news, your device or playlist greets you with bright, uplifting tunes. Maybe it's a Motown classic or a gospel song that always makes you feel alive. The rhythm gets your body moving, loosens up your joints, and puts a smile on your face before the day even starts. By the afternoon, energy often dips. That's when calmer but steady music can help keep you focused without wearing you out. Some seniors use background piano or light jazz while doing chores or crossword puzzles. For those with memory concerns, this is a wonderful time for personalized music. Songs from your teens or young adult years, the soundtrack of your life. These selections don't just entertain, they literally stimulate the parts of the brain responsible for memory, identity, and language. In the evening, when stress or loneliness might creep in, AMITY shifts gears again. Slow, soothing music, maybe soft instrumental or a favorite lullaby, guides your breathing, lowers your blood pressure, and prepares your body for restful sleep. Many patients tell me they fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer when music is part of their bedtime ritual. Now, let's make the science simple. Music directly affects the body's chemistry. Stress hormones like cortisol drop when you listen to calming tunes. At the same time, your brain releases dopamine, the pleasure chemical, which boosts mood and motivation. Oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone, increases when you share music with others. That's why singing in a choir or even humming with a friend feels so uplifting. And don't forget endorphins, the body's natural painkillers. They rise with music too, easing aches and promoting comfort. Caregivers, this is where you come in. If you're caring for a spouse, parent, or loved one, music can be one of the most powerful tools you have. Pay attention to what lights them up. Maybe it's a song from their wedding or a hymn they grew up singing. Build a playlist together and use it as a daily ritual. If your loved one is anxious, turn to calming tracks. If they're lethargic, play something lively. I've seen caregivers use music to transform moods in minutes where words alone couldn't reach. And remember, this doesn't require expensive equipment. A smartphone with headphones, a simple Bluetooth speaker, or even the radio can become a tool for therapy if used with intention. Some caregivers create memory playlists loaded with songs tied to meaningful life events and play them during meals or family visits. The results are often incredible. Seniors who were withdrawn suddenly start singing, smiling, and talking. I think of one gentleman with advanced dementia who rarely spoke anymore. But when his daughter played Elvis Presley, he began tapping his foot, mouthing the words, and even laughed. For those few minutes, he came alive again. That's the gift music can bring. Looking ahead, as AMITY becomes more advanced, it will be able to adjust in real time, slowing tempos when you're stressed, choosing memory-evoking songs when you're confused, or energizing rhythms when you need movement. But even now, you have everything you need to start. Music is already in your home, in your history, in your heart. The key is to stop treating it as background noise and start treating it as medicine. Put thought into your playlists, schedule regular music times, and watch how your body and mind respond. Over weeks and months, you may notice less anxiety, better sleep, sharper focus, and even more joy in daily life. And that, my friends, is the promise of automated music therapy. Not just machines and programs, but the timeless healing power of music, made more accessible and more personal than ever before. One of the most beautiful things about music therapy is how it creates moments of dignity. So often, seniors feel defined by their health challenges, arthritis, memory problems, fatigue. But when you play a favorite song and see someone light up, start tapping their foot, or sing along word for word, you realize those challenges don't define them. The music awakens the person inside, the part that still remembers, still feels, still dreams. I recall visiting a patient in her late 80s, living in a care home. She rarely spoke anymore, and her family felt they were losing her. But the staff played Amazing Grace, her lifelong favorite hymn. To everyone's surprise, she sang every verse, clearly and beautifully. For those few minutes, she wasn't a patient. She was herself again. That's the kind of miracle music can create. And with automated systems, these moments don't have to depend on chance. They can be built into daily routines, giving seniors consistent access to those sparks of life. Now let's think about stress and anxiety. These are common in older adults, whether from health worries, financial concerns, or simply the challenges of aging. Automated music therapy is designed to recognize these patterns and intervene early. Some devices can monitor heart rate variability, a sign of stress, and instantly deliver calming music before anxiety escalates. Others encourage slow breathing in sync with soothing rhythms, teaching the body how to relax. For many seniors, this becomes a safe, drug-free way to handle stress without side effects. There's also tremendous promise in rehabilitation. After a stroke, for instance, patients may struggle with speech. Automated music therapy can guide them through singing exercises that gradually retrain the brain's language centers. The rhythm and melody act as scaffolding, helping words return. In physical rehab, music can encourage repetitive movements like lifting a leg or stretching an arm by making the exercise feel like dancing instead of therapy. Seniors often tell me they forget they're working out because they're simply enjoying the music. And we can't overlook the role of family and caregivers. Music is something everyone can share. A grandson teaching his grandmother how to use Spotify, a daughter singing with her dad, a couple dancing slowly in the living room to the song they first fell in love with. These are healing moments, not only for the senior, but for the entire family. Automated therapy simply makes it easier to access and sustain them. At its core, AMITY is about giving seniors back something many feel they've lost: control, joy, and connection. Even when the body slows down or memory fades, the music remains. It reminds us that aging doesn't take away our capacity to feel deeply, to connect, and to be moved. Looking ahead, the future of automated music therapy is extraordinary. Imagine a world where your smartwatch or simple home device can sense when you're stressed, tired, or restless, and then instantly play the perfect music to match what your body needs. For some, that might mean a calming violin piece before bed. For others, it could be an upbeat Motown track to get moving in the morning. Some researchers are even exploring virtual reality concerts, where seniors who can't travel anymore can put on a headset and experience a live performance in their living room, surrounded by sights and sounds that feel real. But while the future is exciting, the truth is, you don't have to wait for high-tech tools. You can begin right now with small, practical steps at home. Start by making 3 playlists: one for energy, one for calm, and one for memory. Your energy playlist might include the songs that always make you tap your foot, maybe Elvis, Motown, or golden oldies. Your calm playlist might be instrumental guitar, soft hymns, or nature sounds blended with music. And for memory, choose the songs that carry the strongest emotional ties: wedding songs, family road trip favorites, or hymns from childhood. I encourage you to treat these playlists like medicine. Take them intentionally at the right dose for the right need. Feeling lonely? Put on your memory playlist. Stressed or restless? Turn to your calming one. Need motivation to walk or do chores? Use the energy list. Over time, your brain will begin to associate those songs with healing, making the benefits even stronger. For caregivers, this can be life-changing too. If your loved one is anxious or agitated, instead of raising your voice or rushing to a medication, try a music break. Play their favorite tune, sing with them, or even dance together in the kitchen. Many caregivers tell me those moments are when they see the real person they love shining through again. And let me emphasize this: music therapy isn't about talent. You don't need to play an instrument or sing well. You don't even need to know the words. The act of listening, humming, tapping your foot, or simply being immersed in the sound is enough. Every little response tells your brain, I am alive, I am connected, I am whole. In fact, one of the most beautiful things I've witnessed is group music therapy. A room full of seniors, some with dementia, some with mobility struggles, all singing together. At first, there's hesitation, but as the music builds, voices grow stronger, smiles spread, hands clap. For those few minutes, illness fades into the background and joy takes center stage. Automated music therapy is simply finding ways to bottle that magic and bring it into homes every single day. So, as you think about your own health journey, remember this: pills can treat symptoms, but music can heal the soul. It's a therapy you already carry in your heart. All you need to do is press play. Now, let's take a moment to talk about the science in simple terms. Brain scans have shown us that when people listen to music they love, the brain lights up in more places than almost any other activity. The auditory centers process the sound, but at the same time, the emotional centers release dopamine, the same chemical that makes us feel pleasure when we eat a good meal or hug someone we love. Stress hormones like cortisol begin to drop, which is why your blood pressure and heart rate often settle while listening to calming music. And in group settings, singing or even humming together can raise oxytocin, the bonding hormone that builds trust and connection. This is why automated music therapy is more than just entertainment. It's medicine for the brain. It's helping neurons fire, encouraging memory recall, and creating a healthier chemical balance. For seniors facing memory loss, that means moments of clarity. For those facing stress, it means relief. For those feeling disconnected, it means belonging. Now you might be wondering, Doctor, does this have to be expensive? The answer is no. There are budget-friendly ways to bring this therapy into your life right now. Streaming platforms like YouTube, Spotify, or even free radio apps offer endless music libraries. With just a smartphone and a pair of headphones, you can create playlists that serve as your personal therapy sessions. For those who prefer something simpler, a CD player with a few favorite albums works just as well. Some seniors I know even keep an old radio tuned to their favorite station and treat it as their daily therapy. The technology may be new, but the healing power of music has always been with us. If you want to go one step further, look into community resources. Many senior centers host group sing-alongs, drumming circles, or music nights. These activities combine the power of music with the joy of social interaction, doubling the benefits. And caregivers, remember, you don't have to be a professional to use music effectively. Just knowing what songs bring comfort, joy, or energy to your loved one is enough to create meaningful change. I want to pause here and offer you a personal reflection. Close your eyes for a moment and think back. What was the song playing when you first danced with your spouse? What was the anthem of your high school years? What melody brings you peace every time you hear it? Those songs are not just music, they're your medicine. They hold the key to memories, emotions, and strength you thought you might have lost. This is the gift of automated music therapy. It reminds us that even when bodies slow down, even when memories fade, the soul still responds to melody. A song can break through barriers no words can cross. It can give comfort when nothing else works. It can give hope when days feel heavy. And here's the truth I want you to carry with you. Every senior deserves not just years in life, but life in their years. Music can help make that possible. Whether it's through the latest technology or simply humming a tune in your kitchen, music has the power to keep you vibrant, connected, and at peace. So as we reflect on everything we've explored together, I hope you see that music is more than just a background sound. It's medicine for the soul, a way of reconnecting with yourself, and a bridge to memories and emotions that never really leave us. Automated music therapy, or AMITY, takes this timeless gift and makes it even more accessible, helping calm stress, sharpen memory, improve sleep, and ease pain in ways that are simple, natural, and deeply personal. Think about your own life. Maybe you remember the song that played on the radio during your first date, or the hymn that gave you comfort during tough times, or the lullaby you once sang to your children. Those melodies are still alive within you. They are more than nostalgia. They are anchors that keep you strong and remind you of who you are. When you choose to bring music into your daily routine with intention, you are giving yourself not just a moment of joy, but a path toward better health. I've watched seniors who thought their best days were behind them light up with energy when music filled the room. I've seen people with memory struggles suddenly recall names, faces, and stories when they heard a familiar tune. These aren't miracles reserved for others. They are possibilities for you too. All it takes is pressing play and opening your heart to the rhythm of healing. So my encouragement to you is this: make music part of your wellness journey. Let it carry you when you feel heavy, calm you when you're restless, and inspire you when you're weary. It doesn't matter if you're 70 or 90, your spirit still responds, your brain still awakens, and your body still feels alive when music surrounds you. My friends, thank you for spending this time with me today. I know your days are precious, and I'm grateful you chose to share a few minutes listening and learning about something that could bring more peace, strength, and joy into your life. As you go about the rest of your week, I hope you'll give yourself the gift of music. Maybe dust off an old record, create a playlist, or simply hum a tune that makes you smile. Those little choices can brighten your days and bring comfort in ways you may not expect. I would truly love to hear from you. What is that one song that always brings back a good memory or lifts your mood? Share it in the comments below. You never know, your story might encourage someone else who's watching. And if today's message has been helpful, I invite you to stay connected by subscribing, liking this video, or sharing it with a friend or family member who could use a little more music in their life. Until we meet again, I wish you good health, peace of mind, and the kind of joy that only a favorite song can bring. Take care of yourself, keep your heart open, and let music continue to be your companion on this journey.